I even might have been 16. I from then went to go stay with my grandma. My grandma, I've been lied to. I've been promised so much different stuff all my life, in which no one has ever came through on it. So I've always told people, don't make me no promises, because I don't want to go through the whole feeling of when you make me a promise, finding out how you really are about promises and everything. I can do everything for myself. I don't need nobody to promise me no joke. Well, my grandma ended up promising me some stuff, like for instance, that she was gonna pay for my my grad bash, my ring, my robe, all that stuff, and she said all she wants is for me to bring up my grades. Well, I really didn't like to do too much in school and whatnot. I was always bored with classes and whatnot. But when she told me that, and she was bringing in somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month, I think it was a month. It might have been a paycheck or it might have been a month, but she got paid every 2 weeks, so twice a month. Well, she told me that she was going to get me all this stuff. I brought up all my grades. I usually kept a D in anything to do with science, always, because it kind of confused me or whatever. But anyway, so I had physics actually that year. I had four A's, a B and a C plus, and the B and the C plus was supposed to be A's as well. Just my two teachers, one of them didn't grade a folder of mine, which was a nice big freaking proportion of my grade, and the other teacher had left one of my tests out, so I didn't get straight A's on that one. Then my great grandma, her mom, goes to get sick. She said that she always wanted to take her to see Bob Barker or whatever before she died. Well, she ended up paying for it, and I've always been the last of her concerns. Every time I used to ask her for anything, she'd tell me, "Oh, not now, maybe later, this, that, and other." But people who ain't even in the family, she would go and take them to Disney for weeks on end, to different places and pay for everything. But when she had the money to do the things she said she was going to do, she took all that money she had saved up, flew my cousin, her sister, my grandpa, my mom, my sister, both my uncles, and one or two other people. I forgot who. Oh, a girl, like some of the family's girlfriends and the other side of my family, all out to California to go to Walt Disneyland and to go see Bob Barker for a week. When she came back, she was always telling me, "Oh, she didn't have money for this, that, and other." And I was like, "You made this major promise to me and didn't keep it." Then she also told me, in order for me and my or my sister to get laptops, we had to get straight A's or something for the entire year or whatever. My sister didn't do that. When I was out in Vegas, she bought my sister a brand new laptop and bought her one. Then I come back, she was like, "Oh, that wasn't her laptop. That's the house laptop." Then I go and try to use it, and they go to call the cops on me and almost get me put in jail. That was one of the first experiences I had with going almost getting put in jail while I was with my baby's mother. I ended up running into the cop. The same cop came out to this house, is like 2, 3 houses up the road from me, and he was like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "It was dark." He started saying that, remember me? That I was in love with my baby's mother. That something happened between me and my sister. My sister ripped the door in half trying to get the laptop from me, which I had already had. Tried to rip it in half to get the laptop and this phone from me, and then they called the cops on me. My baby's mother was a witness. I never touched her. Why would, like I said, I've always been the type of person that to be against hitting women. Like me, yeah, when I was little, me and my sister did used to fight. But once I realized I was much stronger than my sister, she was like 2 years younger than me. But she was always with me. She was just as strong as I was, all the way up until somewhere about in the 6th grade. And then one day she came at me like she was gonna stab me or something. I put my hand against her stomach and then threw her back onto the couch and ran out the house. When I realized that I could throw her that far, even though she weighed just about as much as me, ever since then I went and hit her. Well, one of my things with my baby's mother was she also used to be abused by her ex, and people in her family and her mom's boyfriend. So I was like, I'm not gonna hit her. Why would I go and hit my sister and show her that I'm the type of person that hits on women or whatever when I didn't hit my baby's mother? She was there watching the whole thing. That's even more insensitive to not hit my sister or whatever. And so, anyway, probably gonna be listed as some rant thing. Anyway, my baby's mother. Everybody, go listen to CeeLo Green, Letter to My Son. My baby's mother has cheated on me so many different times, and I kept catching her in it through multiple different ways. I have a crap load of proof. She's cheated on me with over 15 people. She told me that she wouldn't do it no more, all this different types of stuff. And then she always tells me, oh, that of course she's always gonna not want me to be with any other girl or some crap because she has my child and random different things that I'm like, that shouldn't matter. She's over here we've now had, she's been pregnant 3 times. One of them I know is mine. We already had the DNA test. The first one I'm not sure about because of the whole time, how many times she told me she cheated on me. She went to fuck some other dude to have him nut in her so that I would think the child was mine, and then she'd definitely be able to keep me, knowing that I would raise the child either way, that I had no doubt or whatever. It's only because I didn't have no doubt that she cheated on me at the time, because every time, majority of the days out the week, she was with me, or every time I called her, she was with her mom or somebody like that. She rarely had time to do it. I guess she took her time every chance she got, because she told me about a bunch of different times where she cheated on me, and then, like, I was like, this is some craziness. So when I left Vegas and she was pregnant, so-called in Vegas, after she told me she wasn't, the thing said she wasn't pregnant, when I came back and she started telling me, why'd I leave, she's pregnant, I should have known that, because she did the laugh thing that she always does when she's lying. Yeah, she has a certain laugh that she always does every time she's lying, unless she's had time to prep. Sometimes when she's had time to prep and make sure she doesn't do that whole laughing thing, she'll hold it back. But I can sit there and I can do this face and be like, girl, and talk to her a certain way, and then she'll start laughing, and then that's the same lying laugh. There's been times where I've proven that she doesn't do that laugh even if she's lying. The laugh is totally different. If she's not lying, she's telling the truth and she's trying to make it seem like she's lying, she does another laugh trying to seem like she's lying, trying to do her laugh that she does when she's lying, and she can't pull it off the same. This has messed up my entire, the way I feel about relationships. I pray that God will bring me somebody who deserves me and who will do me right. Because, my first 3 exes, it was always about them. Not only was I always, everything I did for them. Rarely was things ever done for me. If I asked simple things, for instance, not to spend 5 or to 6 hours out of the day after school or whatever. This was my second ex that did that, but spend this many hours out of the day with this boy that she knows she likes and that likes her and whatnot every day after school throughout the middle of the week, then that's something simple. You just don't do stuff like that.